Welcome to a 2000 point battle report of 40k. We have the Iron Warriors versus Genestealer Cult and Tyranid allies. These two armies have gone up against each other a number of times in the past, so it's a bit of a grudge match. The last three outcomes were very even, one win on either side and an actual draw on one of the 8 Full Path tournaments. And what we have today is slight change, especially to the Tyranid list, where I'm trying some of the Blood of Baal material, for example bringing in 3 Exocrines with the Chronos detachment and trying to use some of the new shenanigans with the exploding hit psychic power and ability to counters remaining stationary if I pay a command point. So let's see how all of that plays out. Plus, for the first time, the Tyranid list will have no Genestealers as part of it, which is unusual because I'm usually rocking 30 or 40 Genestealers. So let's see how that goes down. Should be a good match. The Iron Warriors will also be trialing a newly added unit in the form of a large group of Terminators with Storm Bolters and Chain Axes for that tasty -1 AP. So let's see how they fit into this army. The mission today is Maelstrom on 4, 6 objectives and critical objective. What that means is you can shuffle cards back from your discard pile into your deck, and you can pick 5 cards at the start of each turn and decide to play 3 of them, which are live for that player turn. And the deployment style is Hammer and Anvil, with the Iron Warriors going in as the attackers and the Cult being the defenders. So the fluff is the 4-armed Emperor Cult have sprung an insurrection which is being disrupted by an Iron Warriors party who have shown up to ruin their day. But luckily, the Chronos Hive Fleet was in the vicinity, so they've deployed some heavies to counter the Disco Lord and some of the deep striking obliterators and the Terminators. So let's see how that goes down. Warriors, you start with the obliterators, the cultists, 2 Helldrakes, which are going to be really threatening, 6 squads of Marines, just stock standard, a Demon Prince, rerolls. There's another Lord, rerolls. There's a character in the background to heal the vehicles, 2 Disco Lords, 1 is a Warlord, a group of 9, 10 Bikers I think it was, as well as a squad of 10 Terminators with Chain Axes and Storm Bolters, as I mentioned. So starting with the Tyranid detachment, I have, for the troop choices, 2 squads of Termagants, 1 squad of Rippers. I have 3 Exocrines. The 2 other models will be Proxies. Then I have a Neurothrop and a Hive Tyrant. The Hive Tyrant is a proxy here because I don't have the wings on him. So he's actually got Sighting Talents and Twin Death Spitters. I'm just using a proxy. Genestealer Cult characters, I've got a Patriarch, he's my Warlord. I have a Primus. Then I've got a Clamovus, who helps with the charges. I have a Sanctus with a Relic Rifle to do the mortal wounds. I have a Icon Ward, and then I have a Kelamorph with the triple shooty guns, and then Magus with a minion next to him. Okay. Oh, where is he getting away? Should be back here. Okay, alrighty. So from a troop choices point of view, I've got 6 troops. The main detachment has a group of 14 Acolyte hybrids, which have 4 Roxors. So these are the newly painted Roxors. Some are still in development. So 4 Roxors, and everyone else has just the Rending Claws and the Cultist Knives, and the whole squad has Hand Flamers as well. So I have 2 of those set up, and then I have a second squad which is 20 Acolyte hybrids, and they have no rock swords, but they all come with hand flamers. So these ones could potentially be doing the deep striking. So they're proxy models, but they look good, so I'm just going to use them for this fight. And then I have 3 squads of straight off neophytes. So these neophytes have obviously come from some recently converted Imperial Guard regiments. So let's see what they can do for the real Emperor. And then the good guys. So lots of Marines on this side. Doing a bit of deep strike denial. Core group of bikers, some cultists, more Marines. Backed up with a character. The Helldrake number 1, 2 Disco Lords, and then the second Helldrake. Panning across no man's land, few objectives. Got the Termagants ready to jump out. You have an Exocrine, the Hive Tyrant, a second Exocrine proxy, then the Exocrine with the extra ability Termagants, and then the final character. We've got 4-5 blips, so there's one of the blips here, 1 blip hiding in there, and then 3 blips on the front line, which may disappear at some point. And we're ready to go. So these are the defenders, and these are the attackers. Now the seize roll. Can I please have a dice? Now is the time. Ooh, it's a 3. So it is the Forces of Chaos turn 1.